So why would you want to move to Staunton, Virginia?
I don't know, because you're here.
Because I'm here. Of course, that's the reason. Well, in today's video, Stephen, you want to tell them what we're about to do?
We're about to take you on a tour of Staunton and tell you about 10 things you're going to love about living in Staunton, Virginia. So you won't want to miss all of those things and the fact that Leslie's here in Staunton today too.
Woohoo!
But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, I'm Stephen.
And I'm Leslie.
We're local
His
real estate.
best part.
That's true. We're local real estate agents here in the Shenandoah Valley in Charlottesville areas of Virginia. It's our honor to help folks all the time who are looking to sell homes or purchase a homes. And we're so thankful for all the folks and many folks that have called us, texted us, emailed us, and allowed us to be part of their journey in finding a home.
Yeah.
And additionally, we've had a lot of folks over the last almost 3 years now that have subscribed to our channel. How do they do that, Leslie?
You got to hit that subscribe button. It's right down there. Don't forget about that bell icon either. You won't want to miss it either.
Very good. How hard do they need to hit it?
Bam, just like that.
Thanks, honey. But anyway, as we said, today we're in downtown Staunton, and we're going to talk about 10 things you're going to love here about living in Staunton, Virginia. So if you're thinking about moving to the area, you'll want to hang around because we're going to talk about a lot about Staunton and everything that's behind me here today too. So number one, I would say that one of the best things about living in Staunton, especially when you come down to the downtown area, or if you live in the downtown area, is that it is a walkable, vibrant downtown with local businesses, galleries, and restaurants.
Yes.
And I mean, as far as it being walkable, I mean, right, you know, and the nice thing about it is it's just not a dead town. You've got a lot of shops and restaurants, independently owned shops and restaurants in the downtown area. And I mean, what's some of your favorite shops?
Ooh, Sparrow's Nest is one that I can think of right off the top of my head. They have some unique jewelry in it and some Virginia decor. It's just a really cool shop to go into, and the people in there are real sweet. Yeah,
there's Puffer Bellies down to the Wharf area.
Children's toy store.
Queen City Games and Gifts. There's a host of stores down there. And then when it comes to restaurants, I mean, we've got places like one of our favorites is Remedy Burger.
Exactly.
And they
make great smash burgers.
They do. And of course, we seem to find ourselves a lot a lot of time at Shenandoah Pizza too, right?
Oh, we do.
And
and then the gelato place. He likes split banana.
Yeah.
You get all of the choices. You can try some out.
That's right.
Pick your favorite. It's a really nice place next to Shenandoah Pizza.
That's right. Makes me want to split right now and go get one. But I think we better finish the video.
Let's just finish this. Then maybe.
Then maybe.
Do a good job.
Oh,
I'll take him to
I'll do a good job.
banana.
So the next thing on the list, there's a lot of cafes and breweries like the Red Beer breweries down here and in the downtown area. By Bistro. A lot of places like that. But Staunton is really known for its art. We'll talk about that here in a second. Let's save off on that one, okay? But like I say, whether you're browsing antiques, whether you want to sip some wine at the Yelping Dog, or whether you want to watch maybe a street musician who's playing, I mean, this is a downtown area, and we're getting to the end of the season. So, I mean, we're in the middle of the afternoon here on a Saturday, and you can see that it's not real busy right now, but especially in the summertime, it is chilly out here today.
Nobody wants to sit outside when it's really cold for some reason.
I'll sit outside with you, honey.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, right. So anyway, let's go ahead and before I die here, let's get to the next point, because this is a bustling place, especially in the summertime, and by tonight I'm sure it will be too. But let's go on to point number 2. So Leslie, go ahead and take us. What's number 2?
Well, number 2, we're talking about, this is the hub of arts and cultural activities here in Staunton, right here. Right on down Market Street, right around the corner here, you can't see it, is the American Shakespeare Blackfriars Playhouse. Wow, I'm sorry. But it is the only recreation of Shakespeare's indoor theater in the world. It's really cool in there.
It is really neat. As a matter of fact, there's other theaters in town here as well. There's the Silver Line Theater Exchange, there's the Shannon Arts Theater, and just north of town, there's the Oak Grove Theater.
It's
out in the
outdoor
middle of an Oak Grove. And so like I say, if you're looking for plays, but not yet, it's music as well. I mean, right now they've got the signs up for the Staunton Music Festival, but I know that there's activities that take place throughout the year, festivals and things like that as well.
We just got done with one.
Well, we did, and tell us all about it.
Well, that's the Queen City Mischief and Magic. That's one of my favorite events of the year. It is a Harry Potter themed event downtown, and next year I hear they're going to add Wizard of Oz stuff. Ooh, Oz.
Yeah, but like I say, there's other festivals as well. There's
4th of July.
4th of July, Happy Birthday America over in Gypsy Hill Park. And so there's always something going on here. But in addition to the theater arts and the musical arts that take place here, you've also got local art galleries. It's like the Co-Art Gallery. We've been in there before. We've talked to some of the artists that are in there. Really neat folks.
They are really cool.
The Beverly Street School Studio. And I mean, what would you describe it like, Leslie? I mean, what's kind of the vibe of downtown? It's not a stuffy vibe.
No, it's not. It's more of a cultural art. You know, think fine arts.
Yeah.
All the fine arts.
But it's a lot of fun too, because you got all the shops and
it's outside, inside. There's so many things to do, especially on the weekends down here. There's a lot.
All right, so reason number 3 why you would love living in Staunton is because there is a historic charm and a beautifully preserved architecture here in the town. I mean,
there is.
It's hard to see some of the buildings. You can see some of them, but the buildings up and down the street here just have a very neat look to them. There's different styles. There's federal type buildings. There's Victorian buildings through town. There's a Beaux Arts style building for all of those art people out there. And
architecture people.
That's right. And so, like I said, there's just many houses as well and through town and the buildings that have been restored and kept up so that it's like stepping back in time when you're here with all the modern conveniences of today in many cases. And I mean, it's just fun to come downtown and look at some of the architecture. You drive by it every day, you don't think about it, but you look at it and you really start to see the nuances.
Sometimes I love just walking the sidewalks and looking up because they just don't make buildings like this anymore.
That's right. That's right.
But speaking of buildings, let's talk about the R.R. Smith Center for History and Art, okay? That building, actually, you go in there and it celebrates the architectural legacy that is Staunton. You know, it's kind of cool down here in Staunton where historic is really more than just a slogan here in Staunton. It's really visible on every street.
It really is. Now, another thing of why it's great to live here in Staunton, why you're going to love it, is that there are some great parks in town, and then you also have access to amazing outdoor recreation, both inside and outside as well. Now, for example, you've got a 214-acre park, Gypsy Hill Park. And it's got the duck pond, it's got the golf course.
That's where the community baseball plays.
The train.
The train. The swimming pool that's getting redone right now.
Playground, volleyball courts, all sorts of things over there.
Walking trails. You will see people walking their dog over there.
The bandstand. How about the bandstand?
Oh, yeah.
The bandstand hosts free concerts. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night every summer. And it's a Staunton tradition. The Stonewall Brigade Band plays there. I believe it's on Monday nights is when they play there during the summer. They're the oldest continuously operating community band in the United States.
Right. Go to visitstaunton.com for a lot more information about that and specifics on that.
Yeah, but there's other parks as well. You got Montgomery Hall Park, which they got a frisbee golf course there, disc golf course, excuse me, and Betsy Bell Park up on top of the hill. Yeah, well.
I can't throw one.
And then there's other parks as well too. And if you want to watch a video on the parks of Staunton, a couple months ago I actually did a video on the parks of Staunton, and this is going to break them down a little bit more for you. But like Leslie said, you want to go to visitstaunton.com. You're going to get a lot of information about Staunton, and then of course after you go to visitstaunton.com, call us to help you. All right?
Absolutely.
All right, so for reason number 5, this kind of goes back to I mentioned about all the parks inside of Staunton. Well, there's also some great recreation outside, and that's very nearby Staunton as well. I mean, got a lot of stuff around the area.
And there's hiking and kayaking and biking and fishing and rock climbing, which Leslie will not be doing because Leslie doesn't like heights.
I guess you could canoe too.
Well, I drown. I don't swim. So
that goes back to college.
There's a lot of things outside I just don't do, I guess. Like that, anyway.
She decided to canoe upside down. So anyway.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah, it's a story for another day. Anyway, so, but no, like I say, there's plenty of outdoor recreation that's all around the area because, I mean, you're in the Shenandoah Valley. You've got the Appalachian Mountains on one side. You got the Blue Ridge on the other side.
You got the Shenandoah National Park.
Shenandoah National Park there.
Blue
Blue Ridge Parkway, which is a great drive. And then you got local parks as well. Like one of our favorites is up the north side of Augusta County is the Natural Chimneys Park. And campground there as well, and just some really neat looking cliffs there, I guess you could say.
They have a jousting festival there every year.
They do have a jousting festival there every year.
We haven't been yet.
That's right. No, I know we haven't, so I have to do that. But Augusta Springs Wetlands is another place. That's on the southwest side of the county. And but like I say, this is really, because of where you're located, you know, it's placed in between the mountains that you've got all the comforts of a small town.
Right.
It's all small city, actually, but then you've got just literally minutes away.
A lot of things.
Outside of town, all the things that you need to do all the outdoor recreation you ever want to.
Yeah.
But now, you know, I was mentioning earlier about when a city is, we talked about its architecture. We talked about its restaurants and shops. Yeah, and also, you know, but you know what? The thing about a city, what really makes a city, is not just those things, but it's really the people of the city as well. And I mean, you know, I would say that Staunton is a very family-friendly city, and it's really good for all ages.
It is.
And I mean, from young to middle-aged to older folks as well. And
I think that's everybody.
I covered them all, didn't I? So, but anyway, thanks. But anyway, you know, one thing, let's start with the younger people. Okay, we got the schools, okay?
Yeah,
a few years ago, probably wouldn't have been able to speak as highly of Staunton.
Juicy detail.
No.
But they've done a great job in the last 6 or 7 years to now where all of their SOL scores, Standards of Learning Performance scores for their students here, average in the top third of all of the schools in Virginia. So that's a really good plus. And like I say, she thinks she has a reason why that happened, but
because 2 out of 3 of our kids actually teach here in Stanton schools. So
they do.
I think they may have influenced it. Maybe
I'm not sure it was all them, right? No. But they are doing a good job. We're proud of them. But anyway, it's not about our kids. It's about you and telling you more about Staunton itself. And like I say, in addition to the public schools here, there's also private schools. You've got Stewart Hall Academy and
Grace Christian School.
Grace Christian School. There's others as well here in the area. But you know,
also have a university.
Tell about Mary Baldwin.
Mary Baldwin, which is right over that way. So if you are into higher learning, want a local university, I would recommend you check them out. They also have some great things going on over there.
That's right. And of course, you got JMU about half an hour up the road, and UVA over in Charlottesville about 40 minutes down the road. But
and lots of other little colleges.
So yeah, that's true. So let's talk about about senior living. Okay.
Ooh.
And there's not a huge amount of senior living like communities, I guess you could say, in the area, but there are places, right?
There are several assisted living, senior living places here in the area. Just ask us about them.
But if you're looking, so one of the things is if you're looking to buy a home and own that home, there's not a whole, that's kind of, I guess, what we're talking about.
Okay, so there is that. That's mostly a rental option.
Right, exactly. So, but you know, like I say, the one thing about it is, and when it comes to senior living, I'm going to get in trouble here.
Oh, get the shovel. He's about to dig a hole.
So, question for you. What do older people tend to talk about all the time?
Healthcare.
They tend to talk about doctor visits, right? You're right. And so...
Not us.
Yeah, no, not us. We never talk about that.
Nope.
Anyway, but you know what? If you're in need of health care, whether you're young, whether you're middle-aged, whether you're older, you have Augusta Health about 15 minutes east of here, halfway between Staunton and Waynesboro.
In a town called Fishersville.
There you go. And it's a great place to have healthcare taken care of for you.
It's an award-winning hospital. If you haven't seen Stefan's video on Fishersville, where he does talk about the award-winning kudos to Augusta Health, make sure you check it out.
Yeah. So, like I say, it really is Stanton's a balanced place to grow up, to grow roots, and to grow older here while you're in town.
Absolutely. All right, Stefan, let's move on to number 7. And that's where you know, when Stefan was talking about how the town is made up of people, and the people are so important, and it gives off a certain vibe in each town that we do talk about. But there is a real sense of community here in Staunton. It's real small. No, well, it's not a real small town, but it has that small town feel with all the larger amenities that do go with it.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where it's big enough to have what you need, but it's small enough where you're going to know a lot of your neighbors.
You're going to know your neighbors.
And I mean, it doesn't have the huge amenities of like a big, you know, city with millions of people, of course, but it does. It has everything you need to live life. And I mean, like some of the things, one of the things I know that we enjoy coming down here to Staunton every once in a while is go to local farmers market
down on the wharf, which is that direction from where we are. Yeah, the wharf is a great place. They block it off on Saturdays. They open it up early in the morning, and they sell all the local farmer goods. They actually do it during the winter too.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, there's other things. There's parades through town here as well, and like I say, the community really comes together many times. And like, for example, there's the Historic Staunton Foundation. Yeah. And we talked to one of the guys that works there and how they go around and they keep the history of Staunton here alive, which is a really important thing about the history of the city and to continue to learn about. There's a lot of interesting stories about it.
They're very proud of their city, and they want to keep it nice.
Yeah, and really, I mean, if you move here, you know, you probably will feel welcome. You know, in most cases, you know, when you come to Staunton. Now, but when you move, you got to move into a home and probably into a neighborhood. Okay, and that's number 8.
On to number 8.
That's right. There's some fantastic neighborhoods here inside the city limits of Staunton. Now, there's some outside as well, of course, but here, just right up the top of the hill up here, you've got the Gospel Hill neighborhood. You've got the Newtown neighborhood, the Stewart Addition, the Wharf area, and then the Beverly Street. Those are the 5 historic districts here in Staunton, in the Staunton area. But you've also got other neighborhoods that are kind of like on the periphery of Staunton as well.
Yeah, they're newer neighborhoods actually, and one of them is Bell Creek. Another one is Old South Village. Those are actually both being built out by D.R. Horton right now. So that they offer a lot of modern conveniences.
And there were other builders in those neighborhoods before D.R. Horton came in as well.
There were.
And so, but another thing is you've got some of the more established neighborhoods, and one of the areas in town that's really nice is just up above the Mary Baldwin here, and that's the Woodley area of town. And you've got neighborhoods in there like Baldwin Place, like College Park, like Forest Hills, and then well, Dogwood, and then Brayburn's just a little bit out of there. But I mean, there's all sorts of really nice neighborhoods in town that you would enjoy. Some of the, and then you got some walkable, yeah. And then some of the neighborhoods have older historic towns. Of course, the ones downtown are the ones with most of that, but there's still other places in town that have that as well. So, and then like you say,
they're walkable. They have mature trees. So if you, depending on which vibe you're looking for, we can absolutely find you a house in the vibe that you're looking for, whether it's mature trees and walkable area or newer style of home.
Plenty of options here in Staunton. So along with a lot of those nice neighborhoods, the next question some of you might be asking is, what about the price of homes in these neighborhoods?
Show me the money.
Well, reason number 9 is home affordability as a good value here in Staunton compared to many other places.
So is it?
Let's just take, for example, the United States, okay? The United States is the median price home in the United States up through September of 2025 this year has been about $420,000. Here in Staunton, $290,000. That's $130,000 less than the national average, and that's over 30% more money that you can keep in your pocket looking for a home. And I
get buyers all the time who appreciate the value, whether they're upsizing or downsizing around here. If they are coming from a higher priced market, they're just wowed by the amount of house that they can get for the value.
Yeah. Or if they want a small house starting out, if it's your first time you're buying a house, you know, there's good options here as well.
And if you're looking for real property or a newer construction, we have that as well.
Yep. Here we go. Drum roll, please.
Oh,
hello. Thank you, honey. Number 10.
Number 10.
The last thing is that really Staunton is in a great location within the state of Virginia for access to other places.
Yeah.
For example, I already mentioned you were in the Shenandoah Valley, and Staunton sits right here at the corner of Interstate 64 and Interstate A1.
Right.
So you can go up and down the East Coast pretty quickly. You can go all the way down to Virginia Beach in about 3 hours and 3.5 hours, probably.
Depending on traffic.
Depending on traffic, that's true. So, but not usually too much traffic up here. No. But like I say, I mean, and then if you need to go to an airport, okay, you got the Charlottesville Albemarle Airport.
Yep.
And American Delta United flies out of there, and that's about 40 minutes away over in Charlottesville.
Richmond.
Richmond's an hour and a half away.
Or
Northern Virginia,
DC.
2.5 hours away. And so you got a lot of, it's not too far from everything, but yet it's far enough away. You're not in the hustle and bustle of Richmond. You're not in the hustle and bustle of Northern Virginia.
Not.
Exactly. You're in a small town here, nestled in the Shenandoah Valley, Virginia, with mountains on both sides, and it's just a really, really nice place. It's a small town life, small town living. It's more relaxed.
It is.
More laid back.
You get to breathe.
You do. But that doesn't mean it's dead.
No.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on here.
Absolutely. So as I said at the beginning of the video, why would you want to move to Staunton, Virginia?
Why not? Why not you?
Well, I hope in today's video, Stefan and I gave you 10 reasons. They're not all the reasons, but 10 very good reasons on why you would want to consider Staunton, Virginia as your hometown. We hope you enjoyed and appreciated the video today. If you do have any questions, please look down below this video. All of our contact information is down there, or you can call us, text us, email us. We really do appreciate anyone who has already reached out to us. We also have a Zoom option, so if you want to see us face to face, we really like that option as well. So, Stefan, do you have anything else you would like to add to today's video?
Reason number 11, like we said at the beginning of the video, Leslie's in town today.
Absolutely. Who wouldn't want to meet us, right?
Right. But with that being said,
until next time,
we'll see you around town.